Oh my goodness. I've just logged onto the Hermitcraft server and I have seen something that I didn't want to see. Look in look in the tab screen. Alright? I mean, Exuma is scary. Okay, Exuma has a scary face. But it's... I don't even know what to say. I need to find him. I need to find where he is. And I just need to get a closer look. He doesn't appear to be in the Omega Tree. Which, by the way, is looking absolutely awesome at this point in time. This is a bit of a stunner. Ah, he's over at the Industrial District. This... What happened? That is by far the worst. That is so horrifying. I want to get this painted and I want it up on my wall. You know, like a Victorian style painting. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not much better, to be fair. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, everything's awful in today's Hermitcraft episode. Everything is awful. It's like a really bad remix of that Lego movie song. I mean, it was bound to happen. It really was bound to happen. I'm just curious as to who did it. Who's the mysterious person who put the mustache? Obviously, I would normally suspect Iskall. I'm not so sure. Anyway, by the looks of things, the Spookification Chamber has been a massive success, and we are actually making diamonds. Look at this. This is my most successful store yet. And it kills people. That's what I should have been doing all along. I'm coming for you, Barge. Mark my words. Right, let's get to business. What on earth is that noise? Wait, hang on a second. What? Are these all zombies that have picked up sugarcane? Oh my goodness, how many are there? This seems like a lot. Apparently there's 50 entities there. That better not be my zombies. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. Okay, there's a handful of jobs that we need to do in today's Hermitcraft episode in the Industrial District. This is not one of the jobs that I expected to have to do. My plan for today is to make this place a little bit more user-friendly because a few people have come over here and they haven't really been able to find the things that they need. And that's not a good user experience. So I'm going to try my best to improve that. I also can't help but notice that a lot of the farms are broken that involve flying machines because I got kicked from the server when I was AFKing. That is something that I'm going to have to try and work out how to reduce the risk of, because that certainly isn't ideal. Please work, please work, please work, please work, please work, please work. Good. It works. And now we should have a way to stop these machines from breaking. You see, my original setup was this flying machine was flying all the time. So it would go off, it would come back, and as soon as it came back, it would be sent off again. And I did this to reduce the load on the item dropper systems, but obviously that means that the flying machine is constantly moving. It's constantly going back and forth. So if I get kicked from the server, there's a high chance that it's moving, and then it will be stopped as soon as I leave the server, and that's when the system breaks down. So what I've done is I've built up this little circuit down here, which is a little redstone clock, which means that the flying machine only gets sent off every 3 or 4 minutes, which means that if I do get kicked from the server, it's really bad luck if the flying machines break. And now I have to do the same thing with the bamboo farm, because although this flying machine is a lot simpler, it's still incredibly prone to breaking. And with that now done, that is stage 1 of making this place a little bit more usable. The fact that it doesn't completely destroy itself and self-destruct if you leave while the farms are running. The next stage of this process is something that I'm incredibly excited about, because this is now the color coding stage. You see, as I mentioned earlier on, people are struggling to find all of the farms and things, so I thought what I'd do is I'd color code them, and then we'd have the map which would clearly show the color codes, and then I'd have a little key somewhere in this storage system which explains what color matches up with each farm. And then the player who pops by, who's bought a day pass, will be able to locate the farm that they actually want to use. I think that makes sense. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And not only does it make sense, but it's also going to look really, really cool. I mean, I've loved the addition of the yellow in the Industrial District, so adding all these extra different colours, I think is going to look epic. I have not used the word epic since I was about 13. That's taking me right back. Hopefully this should be enough coloured concrete for the time being, although I've just realised, I mean, we need a different colour for every single type of farm. Is there more farms than there are concrete colours? I think not currently, but that could be an issue in the future, so we might have to look into bringing in some alternate colours as well. Because, of course, not everything needs to be concrete. We could mix in some greys of stone, we could get some earth tones in there, maybe some terracotta. Does that show up differently on the map? I don't know. For the time being, I just need to get everything in place. So first things first, we're going to outline the melon and pumpkin farm, and I've gone for bright orange with this one because pumpkins are the most important things from this farm, and the outlines aren't going to be anything special. They're just going to be little strips of blocks that kind of go into squares or rectangles or whatever shape the farm is around the farm that will show up on the map but also show up in the real world so you can kind of see where things are. With that being said, if you couldn't guess that this was a melon and pumpkin farm, then yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say to you. Next up, we've got the sugarcane farm, which I've gone for yellow. I don't know why, just sugarcane and yellow, they seem to mix in my head. Honestly, I can't really see where the connection is now that I think about it, but this is how it's going to be. And if I do the standard thing of flying up and then turning around, this is already looking cool. This is already looking cool. How can the industrial district look cooler than it already does, but it's starting to look cooler than it already does? Next up, we have bamboo. Now, what colour should it be? Dark green, lime green, magenta. Yep, magenta. Of course, I'm joking before you all freak out. Although, to be honest with you, I kind of wish I had gone for a slightly more contrasting colour because this kind of blends in, as does the green that I've used for the tree farm. Here we're using red for the netherwort farm. That seems to make sense. And then up at the top here, we're making use of cyan for the kelp farm. And then we've got bright colours for the two flower farms. And that is all of the farms now fully outlined. Apart from the gigantic mob farm. How could I have forgotten about the gigantic mob farm? There we go. There we go. This is looking a lot more organised now. And also, I need to stop talking about how cool this place looks. You guys know that I think it looks cool. I don't think I need to say that anymore. But the really important thing is how does this look on the map? At the minute, our map isn't looking very colourful. Now it is... I mean, it's still not really looking that colourful. It's still looking very dirty, but... At least there's some colour coordination-ish. I probably should have looked at it on the map first, as it's not quite as vibrant as I was expecting. Maybe it's fine, you know. It's fine. It's not been a waste of time. It's clearly color coded. Can you not see the clear color coding? Look, okay. The most important thing is that it looks really, really cool in person. All right, that's all that matters. That is all that. Mumbo, you have a leak. Could have fixed it, but I don't work here. Who wrote that? That feels like an Iskall thing, but it could be anyone. Obviously, I've opened this thing up to the public. Now, I imagine this isn't the leak that he's talking about, but he has just reminded me I have this leak that I said I was going to fix and never fixed. Honestly, that's too perfect. That's actually too perfect. I can't even be mad. I actually can't even be mad. So I've just fixed it. And as I was leaving, a creeper comes and does exactly what had already been done. So after fixing it for a second time, I think that clearly highlights that maybe we need to light this place up a little bit so that sort of thing doesn't happen. And I think the only way to do that is actually using jack-o'-lanterns because they're the only types of blocks that is a light source that can't be moved by pistons. There is a very, very high chance that is totally incorrect. And I'm sure you'll let me know down in the comment section. Jack-o'-lanterns are exponentially more frustrating to craft than they used to be. Despite that fact, I'm honestly a little bit embarrassed that I didn't do this sooner. And I think, to be quite frankly honest with you, general mob proofing is kind of required in this area. If I want people to visit, and I don't want things blowing up without them wanting them to blow up, yeah, we need to sort out these sorts of situations. My only issue is, I think this looks really ugly. I don't like the look of this at all. But I can't think of anything that I can do to make it look better. And that is depressing. That is really, really depressing. I mean, maybe just sea lanterns every 4 blocks as opposed to torches are ugly. So maybe sea lanterns? Sea lanterns are pretty. I think we'll come back to this because I've just got a weird message from XP asking me to come to the shopping district. XP, whereabouts actually do you want me to meet you, mate?
I'm in the greatest vault that was ever constructed.
Oh, you're actually down in the. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I'm right above you. So you're
Oh.
in the vault.
Oh, yeah. Well, I wanted to, I'm very pro vault, and I heard that there was a masterpiece of a vault down here. So
Well, how did you know about the vault? I mean, this was meant to be like a bit of a secret thing. Is this now
Well,
common knowledge?
I do you remember there was a time when somebody was building the vault, and another somebody.
Oh, I've just remembered. That's just clicked in my brain. Oh my goodness! I'm gonna have
And
to
then
put some like.
there was a death threat that I feel like I'm just gonna kind of sweep under the table here.
It's all right because you're, by the looks of things, already dead.
Well,
Yeah.
I just wanted to chat with you real quick. I understand, Mr.
Right.
Jumbo,
Yes.
that you are a fan of vaults.
I mean, I'm a lover of the vault. I think it's safe to say
And-
that I am the biggest vault advocate.
Right. Vaults matter. I mean,
Yep.
they're very good for people.
Yes.
And I would imagine that you are anti the people that broke your vault.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan. I can't help but notice that you're stood basically where the vault door is meant to be.
Exactly.
And it's very open. Like, it's very open at this point in time. It's also, the vault is very empty.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, you don't happen to have any information as to who did it, because I'm still a little bit confused as to the whole situation.
I hear rumors. Okay, I've heard rumors.
Right.
And I don't know if you know, but there's this little scuttlebutt going around on the server with grass and mycelium and
Yeah. I mean,
podzol and.
yeah, I've heard a few things. Like, there's a few rumors going around that involve me as well, which is a little bit confusing. So,
And that's that. Now, speaking of you,
right.
you're pro vault.
Yeah.
I'm pro mycelium.
Right.
What better to put in a vault than mycelium?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, XP. I can think of many things. I can think of a lot of things. Okay. So
Can you though? I mean, so name one.
I mean, there's a lot of things. Like, there's an awful lot of things that I would put above mycelium in the vault. I'm going to be totally honest with you. I'm not really sold on this currently.
Oh well, how about this?
Okay.
What if I made you the leader?
You'd make me the leader of the vaults? I'm the leader of the vaults?
You are the leader of the vaults
Okay.
and mycelium.
I'm the leader
Now,
of my...
I don't know if you know this,
Right.
but we just bought the Diamond Throne.
I saw that the diamond throne was missing, and then I checked my vault, and it still wasn't there. So, okay, so you've actually bought it. So you're the...
We are the legal owners of the Diamond Throne.
So, and as the leader, I would be the legal owner of the diamond throne and vaults and mycelium.
Precisely.
I'm doing really... This would be... And is there anything in it for... What do I have to do? Is there anything that I have to do?
I mean, you do Mumbo. That's what you do. You
Just
do it so
lead.
well. Just keep doing Mumbo.
All right. I guess I can do that.
I mean, I feel like it's a win-win for you.
I feel like this could be a win-win for me. I mean, so I just lead. I just lead stuff.
Right. You point a direction and stuff happens.
And stuff happens.
Right.
I mean, is there anything else?
I mean, it's pretty simple, right?
It couldn't be much simpler. Okay. All right, well, I guess I can be the leader then. All right.
Welcome aboard, sir.
All right, let's do this together.
If I could salute you, I would.
All right, I'm going to lead you out of this little area. Look at
Yay!
that.
See,
First
you're doing
roll
a great job
completed.
already.
I feel like I'm made for this job. Actually, I feel like I'm actually made for this job.
That was perfect. I can't think of anyone that could have led me out of that vault hole better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where we're going. I'm just kind of flying around aimlessly. Are you doing the same
I'm
thing?
still
Okay,
at the
okay, yeah, you're
vault.
still there. All right, okay. Well, maybe okay. Look, there's a little bit of growing pain. But
See, I'm just not used to such a forward-thinking leader that I fell behind. See, we need you. We need you, Mumbo. We need you.
well, that's good. I think I'm the leader now, so I guess I should start doing leadery things. I mean, what even is leadery thing? What does all this involve? There's mycelium here. Am I meant to do anything with this? I don't know. I've accidentally found my way down here. I mean, there seems to be a lot of mycelium here. There seems to be a lot of stuff here. Well, I heard that Mumbo Jumbo is the leader of the resistance. I mean, this is good. Is this a meeting? Am I the head of the meeting here? I mean, XB said that they had a vault. I'm not seeing any evidence of a vault. He sold me on being the leader of the Mycelium Resistance because they had a vault. This looks promising. Maybe this is where the vault is. Wow, this looks incredibly grand. I mean, that's not a vault, necessarily. And clearly they haven't updated their employers lists. Is this the vault? Definitely doesn't look like a vault. This definitely isn't a vault either. It's just very, very red and white, but still no sign of a vault. I've looked all through this place and there's no vault. XB specifically said that they have a vault and that vaults matter, and yet here we are with no vault. I am the leader of the vaults first and foremost. I'm the leader of the Mycelium Resistance second, okay? And the fact that Mycelium Resistance doesn't have a vault means that I'm starting to rethink my decision. And not only that, but nobody turned up to the meeting that I called. I mean, I did ask. I wanted to have a meeting and discuss vaults and things, and everybody said they were busy. It seems like maybe the Mycelium Resistance doesn't like vaults after all. I'm just going to ignore all that and return to this problem, and I think I found the solution. End rods. End rods. They're basically just better looking torches. But on my way to get some end rods from the shopping district, I came up with another genius idea, and I can't believe I didn't think of this beforehand. We could actually make a whole ton of wool carpets and then just cover up all of them. Cover up everything, so then they're completely spawn-proof. Just more than a tiny bit embarrassed that I didn't think of that sooner. This is definitely one of the most weirdly expensive Minecraft projects I've ever done in the industrial district, at least. I mean, I think I've probably spent about a stack of diamonds, maybe more, just doing these outlines for these farms. That is it. Thank goodness my spookification chamber has been so successful. Look, okay, I know I need to stop calling my own builds cool, but I have to say, adding the carpet to this concrete has made it look even cooler. I know I'm a broken record at this point. I know that when I fly away and then turn around, I'm guaranteed to say that it looks cool. Again, very rarely does anything else come out of my mouth, but you have to admit it does look cool. I think I need a new word. I'm going to try and think of a new word by the end of this episode. We are on the home straight now. That is everything. Okay, so everything has been fully carpeted. I have got 0 elytra durability, but everything is looking nice. It's looking nice. Ah, we have a customer. Although if I'm being superstitious, I can't help but feel like XB Crafted could be following me and making sure that I am doing leadery things. To avoid his surveillance, I've briefly left the server. However, upon return, he's right there. What are the chances of that? In my efforts to make this place a little bit more user-friendly, I also thought I would actually include some instructions here. So say thank you for visiting my industrial district. All the fully automated farms output items to this storage system. Some of the semi-auto / manual farms have local storage systems. Fly around and feel free to use any farm you like. To activate all auto farms, AFK at the skybox on the pressure plate. Thanks for your business. And then I've included a little map of my industrial district right here. Now, I haven't done the key and I haven't explained what the color coding is because, to be frankly honest, well, the color coding kind of hasn't worked quite how I imagined it would, but it does look good. I also thought for some of the slightly more manual farms, I would give some slight instructions as to how to actually operate them, because I've realized now, if you're not really interested in the redstone stuff, this sort of thing isn't abundantly clear. And with everything now nicely and fully explained, everything color coded, and for the most part, a lot of the area mob proofed. Oh, well, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Look, I mean, evidently there's still a little bit more work left to do. That was incredibly inefficient torch placement as well. Goodness me. It's been a long day of Minecrafting, alright? This industrial district is now a lot more welcoming to members of the public, and hopefully they will be able to get more use out of this thing. Now, the reason that I haven't really touched the floor so much is because I've thought about it a lot. I think the idea of having the entire thing completely slimed out on the bottom is really, really cool. But it is going to require tons upon tons of slime blocks. So I need to work out a way to do that. But for now, that's all I've got time for. I really do hope that you enjoyed today's Hermitcraft episode. It's been a lot of fun, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. And it really is a proper see ya, because I'm heading off For 5 days, I'm away. I am gone. Because I have got 3 film shoots to do. 3. The scheduling all just lined up. And everything all just kind of collapsed in on 1 week. So I've got 3 film shoots to do. So if I return and I sound incredibly tired, it's because I am incredibly tired.